Take it off, take it off. That was right.
Okay. It wasn't hard.
Wait, smart.
I worked for these.
That's right.
So, wow, I knew it was gonna hit me today. Thank you guys, thank you guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dia Myers, and I started my journey 4 years ago. I was unhappy. I was a full-time attorney working at a very large law firm here in New York City. I didn't see my children. It was something that I thought that I always wanted with my life. I'm the youngest of 6 children. My mother's here. And my mom tells me that she raised us on $19,000 a year. And I grew up in the projects in the Bronx. So I came from a lot because my mom is here, but we came from having nothing. And when I grew up with that, I had a dream to do more, to be better, to have more. And I'm a worker, I worked hard. I put myself through law school and I became an attorney because I thought that's what success was. I thought that success meant you had to make a lot of money. But in the process, I was lost. Like Alvin, I was lost for a different reason. I chased the wrong things. I chased money because that's what I didn't have when I was growing up. I thought that that would bring me happiness. But it didn't. My husband is here, who's my biggest supporter. Woo woo! I was not a pleasant wife. I came home, I was stressed. I took my stress out on him. I took my stress out on my family. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Because when I found Beachbody, or when Beachbody found me, when my husband ordered P90X and I told him that stuff does not work. I'm glad he did because it was there and I said, if that thing is there, I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna keep it real. I did not eat like I was supposed to eat, so I didn't see a transformation. It wasn't Beachbody, it was me, okay? And so after P90X, I happened to see an infomercial for Insanity. And I was like, ooh, I can do that. That I can do. I like that, you know? So we ordered it. And I finished 1 round of Insanity. I lost 18 pounds and 22 inches. And you guys have to understand, at that point I had already had at least 1 child, I think. Yeah. And I have a thyroid condition. I have an autoimmune disease that attacks my thyroid. And so people will tell me, or used to tell me, well, you're not gonna lose weight because you have thyroid. You're an attorney, you're busy, you have toddlers, like all this, excuses, BS, right? Somebody else has a thyroid condition. And so, you know, Insanity just became the workout that changed my life physically. Everyone has their own soulmate workout, and it was Insanity for me. I'm gonna try not to make this story as long as it actually can be. But fast forward to really what's happened to me this past year. And for those of you who don't know, I was blessed with an opportunity to be in Insanity Max 30. And becoming a coach for me, I was strictly a discount coach. I look, I'm an attorney. I don't need that coach thing. I make 6 figures, I'm good. But I like a discount, so I'm gonna get this for the discount. So I really didn't focus on the business aspect of it. Shame on me at that point, you know? But I didn't, you know? I just didn't. So 2 years after that, I woke up. So we're talking what, 2012? I woke up and I was like, hold on. look at all these people around me succeeding, and what am I doing? I'm working out. Like, I'm working out and I'm talking about Shakeology. Like, but no. This is a business. So what happened to me when, when I was, we went to casting for Insanity Max 30, I was still working as a full-time attorney, and I worked a lot of hours. I had left a law firm and went in-house thinking that was going to give me a better life. But it didn't, because that wasn't what my purpose was. That wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. And so doing the shoot required me to really reflect on what was in my life, what things were making me happy. And so we shot, and fast forward, I go back to work. And before I auditioned to be in the cast, I knew that it would take some sacrifice, and I wasn't even sure if it was going to work, but Hector and Al are here, and they'll tell you that we prayed. When we went to casting, we prayed. And I just knew that if that was something that God had for me, that was what I was supposed to do. So I was okay with any consequence that was supposed to happen, asking for my job to allow me to do this. So I did it, and it was a blessing, but I was living. You guys understand me? Like, I was living. I was living my life, doing something that I loved. And I went back to work, and I sat there, and people, they're bringing me cases and different things, and I'm like, you guys think this is life? This is not life. Do you understand what I do as a coach? I change people's lives. This is not living. And so I just prayed on it, and we had a saying when we were shooting that if we missed something, we were FOMO. I don't know if anyone's heard of this term, it's called FOMO. And FOMO is fear of missing out. So when I got back to my desk after 4 weeks of shooting, or maybe 6 weeks of shooting, there was a postcard waiting for me. And the postcard was from the Bar Association. But on the other side of the postcard, it said FOMO. And I keep this postcard in my office now because to me that was a signal from God that if I stayed where I was missing out on my life. And so I got a message, and it was time. It was time for me to leave, that I had to step out in faith and to do this business. And I guess that was in May. So I left my job on June 30th. I left my job on June 30th. And when I left my job, for those of you who understand rank at Beachbody, I was a Star Diamond coach. And it was announced to me last week that I ended this year as an elite coach.